Good evening, everybody. It's really good to see you here this evening. If you don't know who I am, I'm Andrew, one of the CEOs here at Ipswich Citadel, and we're really looking forward to hearing from the East of England Co-op band today. And there's a real varied programme with the soloist Yvette, our own Yvette from Ipswich as well. But it's really good to welcome you. Just a couple of things. We don't plan to have a fire drill, so don't worry about that. But if something happens, then the fire exits are basically here and here. And you go out to the far end of the car park where the access and the assembly point is. If you could just remember that. Toilets are out there and towards the left-hand side through the foyer. And there is some light refreshments at half-time, and they will be served in the foyer. So that's enough of the housekeeping, but it's really good to see you all. We're really looking forward to a great concert festival here tonight under the leadership of Nigel Cooper.
Good evening. So you can hear me, right? I've not used one of these before, so I'm relying on the guys at the back. Thank you. And I'm hoping they're turning it off when the band plays. I think we're loud enough without the microphone as well. Good evening, thank you very much for having us. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm Nigel Cooper, as was introduced, East of England Co-op Band. We have been doing concerts in and around, but to be welcomed and to be invited to your 140th anniversary series of concerts, absolute pleasure. So thank you so much for having us. Don't worry about the moving around behind me for the minute. We started off, obviously, with, you saw it up there, James Curnow's Olympic Fanfare and theme. It's Olympic year, if you didn't know. It's also Euros year, but we don't talk about that because of football yesterday. It's also the T20 World Cup, but we don't talk about because Australia are doing quite well against us at the moment. But it's Olympic year, so there's something to look forward to. He wrote it for the Centennial Olympics at Atlanta in 1996. Brilliant way. Love that to start a concert off. And then obviously we went into Let's Face the Music and Dance by Irving Berlin. For those of you film buffs, you'll know it was part of Follow the Fleet, which was introduced in 1936. Yeah, everybody knew that, right? It was Fred Astaire, obviously, with Ginger Rogers. And also, on the Olympic theme, it was used by Torval and Dean, but not in the Summer Olympics, obviously. They were a bit more Winter Olympics. So don't take anything from the feature of the line that says there may be trouble ahead. The Cornet Trio is not trouble. They are very good and going to bring you... it hasn't changed. That's good. I'm going to get to the piece before the thing changes. This is an iconic war tune song, described as a World War II jump blues song. It was introduced by the Andrews sisters in a comedy film called Buck Pirates in 1941. It's called Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, and there's Simon, Andy and Don, who are our trioists. This is Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy. Who needs the Andrew sisters? Thank you, Simon, Andy and Dom. We're delighted tonight to be partnering with Yvette, who is going to sing for us, and Yvette's going to come and sing to us now. And I think you'll announce your pieces. Thank you very much, Yvette.
Tonight. And the next song is going to be Sentimental Journey, 1940s, which is another era I like as well, and because it's D-Days and celebrations as well, we thought we'd bring that tonight. Thank you.
Silly games. I promise myself I won't do that again. It's got to be perfect. It's got to be worth it, yeah. Too many people take second best. Well, I won't take anything less. It's got to be, yeah, perfect. Young hearts are foolish. They make such mistakes. They're much too eager to give their love away. Well, I have been foolish too many times. Now I'm determined I'm gonna get it right. It's got to be perfect. It's got to be worth it, yeah. Too many people take second best. Well, I won't take anything less. It's got to be, yeah, perfect. Young hearts are foolish. They make such mistakes. They're much too eager to give their love away. Well, I have been foolish too many times. Now I'm determined I'm gonna get it right. It's got to be perfect. It's got to be Gonna take a sentimental journey. Gonna set my heart at ease. Gonna take a sentimental journey to renew old memories. I got my bag, I got my reservations. Spend each dime I could afford. Like a child in wild anticipation, I long to hear that all aboard 7. That's the time we leave at 7. I'll be waiting up for heaven, counting every mile of railroad track that takes me back. I never thought my heart could be so yearning. Why did I decide to roam? Gonna take a sentimental journey. Sentimental journey home. I wanna go back home. Way down to Nashville, wanna go back home. Do you know why I miss the folks I love? Mom's home cooking, sitting round the fire at a catfish fry. I miss the black-eyed peas, Mom's good greens, candy jam, homemade beans. I wanna fill my lungs with southern air, sniffing, whiffing whips of barbecuing down there. 7, that's the time we leave at 7. I'll be waiting up for heaven, counting every mile of railroad track that takes me back. I never thought my heart could be so yearning. Why did I decide to roam? Gonna take a sentimental journey. Sentimental journey home. We've got 16 tons of lumberland coal. The Rock Island Rod is gonna rock and roll. Roll, roll, roll. Carry me home. All aboard.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was fantastic. Look forward to seeing you here and hearing you again the second half. A few weeks ago, we did a concert in Colchester, and the theme of the concert was Music of Hope. And one of the players in the band was looking through to find some music and found this beautiful cornet solo called Lyric of Hope. And I'm going to ask Georgi Haux-Wright, I'll get it right, our cornet soloist, to bring this to you. This is an arrangement by Andrew Blythe. It's an original piece, so it's nothing I think that you'll know from anywhere. It's his original piece called Lyric of Hope.
Thank
Thank you, Georgie. It was lovely. Really, really good. Thank you. So, total change of mood as we move to a piece by Peter Graham. This was commissioned for Foden's band. If you know Foden's, very, very good, top quality band. In 2000, it was based on 3 traditional Irish melodies. If you like river dance, then this tonight is the piece for you. The rest, this one's for you. It's got 3 sections in it. The Rocky Road to Dublin, the Minstrel Boy, and Tossing the Feathers. Lots of percussion. And if you're interested in sort of wacky percussion bits that have been put in, look out for the upturned cymbal on the timp. It's over there. No pressure, Connor. But it says it seriously. On the score, it says upturned cymbal on timp. I kid you not. This is Gaelforce by Peter Graham. might have to take a vote for the second half as whether I can take my jacket off, because it's getting very hot up here. Thank you very much. So, for our last piece, we've got something a little bit different for you. I say different, hopefully not too way out there. Before we do that, if any of you want to purchase a CD from the band, you know I've got to do this, right? Marketing time. Told by the management you're going to do it. There are CDs available. I've forgotten the prices. How good is that? But if you talk to the management team, there are CDs around. We recorded this 2 years ago now, over in Coddenham in their village hall. And it's got a lot of stuff on here that some of the stuff you will maybe have heard tonight, some things you will hear certainly in the second half. So we are finishing this half off with a piece of music that features festival music from the Balkans region. Okay? It's called Balkan Dance, Balkan region. Lots of rhythmic and rich sounds and a few things that are not normally seen in a brass band score. So when we looked at this initially, those of you that played music, played brass band, will be used to 2/4s, 4/4s, 6/8, 7/8's a bit out there, right? 9/8's a bit out there, 14/8. Okay? So look for a bit of sort of sweating on the brows when you get to that. And something towards the end that you will sometimes hear from a Salvation Army band doing, but very rarely from a contesting band. After this, we'll have an interval, which I believe is about 15 minutes, and we'll see you in the second half. This is Balkan Dance. Thank you very much. That, of course, Freddie Mercury's Bohemian Rhapsody. If you thought you knew it, didn't know what the song was. I think if I ever got invited onto Desert Island Discs, that's my number one disc. So, please bear with us for a second. Sorry, Yvette, we'll come to Yvette in 1 second. Every year, the band holds a set of awards. And this year's no different. And there are 2 awards awarded to the band, and we'd like to award them tonight, if that's all right. It'll take me about 2 minutes. So, the 2 awards are the Jenny Overton Shield, which is awarded to the Band Person of the Year, and the Steve Kenner Shield, which is awarded by me, called the MD's Award. The players vote for the Band Person of the Year around significant contributions to the band. Mine is a little bit more subjective, and I look about people for playing, commitment, that sort of thing. And this year, for the first year, I think it's the 4th year we've done it, unprecedented year, the same person won both awards, which sort of means it's right. So I am absolutely delighted to award both the Jenny Overton Shield and the Steve Kenner Shield to our principal euphonium player, Trevor. And to give you an insight into why Trevor won the award, I think everybody's seen from Trevor this year what I've seen. You've heard him tonight playing Principal Youth. Trevor stepped down from Principal Youth earlier this year. Work challenges, all sorts of stuff going on. And he said he needs to step away from the principal seat. So he's been playing E-flat bass for us at all the contests and making a significant contribution on E-flat bass. And then our principal euphonium player was away tonight. Trevor said, no problem. I'll play Principal Youth. So Trevor, well deserved, and the fact that both I voted independently and the band voted independently sort of, I hope, shows you how high you kept yours in our regards. So thank you very much. Right, Yvette, thank you. We'd love to hear from you again.
Congratulations, Trevor. That's great. So I'm going to sing a song called At Last, Etta James version, and then I'm going to sing Amazing Grace. Thank you.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Twas grace that brought us safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see.
Yvette, thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you very much. When we planned this concert, we were asked to do a Salvation Army section to sort of mark the 140th anniversary, and I'm delighted. I, like a number of the members of the band, are either currently Salvation Army or ex-Salvation Army, and I think the Salvation Army has a lot to say for the brass band community. You'll have to excuse my northernism in brass bands. For those, we haven't put subtitles, it's brass bands for those who didn't recognise that. My dad was bandmaster, salt leader, my mum was YPSM. Very fond memories of, as a kid, and this will age me now, as a kid, standing, watching the band marching back from the promenade, hearing the G trombone scythe through the streets as they came from the corner. So I wanted to start the Salvation Army section with a traditional Salvation Army march that sort of fits that memory that I have of the Salvation Army as a child. And this march is 75 years old. It was written by bandmaster Pearson of Ipswich Citadel. Used on many tours and concerts by the Ipswich Citadel Band. I'd like to dedicate this to the work the Corps has done over the last 140 years. I'd also like to dedicate it to those Salvation Army bandsmen who left such a legacy, and especially Fred Pearson, his son Ray Pearson, who was also the bandmaster here, and his family who are here, and his grandson, who is our band chairman. This is Ipswich Citadel. Forgot I'm not wearing a lapel mic. I was going to say, don't thank us, thank you. What a great march. What a great heritage. So, when you put an ex-Salvationist in a position of picking Salvation Army music, you know he's going to fill his boots, right? So, you've got two absolute classics coming up. The next one we've recorded, if you've bought our CD, this is on our CD, it's one of my absolute all-time favourites, and it's Dean Goffin's Meditation, Light of the World. Many of you will know this piece is based around Holman Hunt's picture of the Christ standing at the closed heart door. Listen for the knocking and the presentation of the beautiful hymn tune, Aurelia. This is Dean Goffin's Light of the World. Thank you. There's not much to say to the brilliance of the writing of that, is there? What a fantastic piece. So the final piece in this sort of Salvation Army section is one that you, if you've played with Salvation Army bands and you've been around for a bit, you will have heard. It's Eddie Gregson's Laudate Dominum. So this is a bit of a twist on this one. If you've heard it and you know it well, when you get to the bit where you're waiting for the euphonium solo, hang on for a bit, because Eddie Gregson's written a new piece, and it's Laudate Dominum extended version. So it's like the director's cut, if you like. He decided it was something he wanted to put a couple of more sections in to make it more difficult for other bands. So he's put 2 sections in. The first flips around. It says it flips around lyrically. I'll leave you to be the judge of that. It flips around lyrically between 3/4, 4/4 and 5/4 with the same sort of themes you've heard. And then the second new section, before you get the beautiful euphonium solo, no pressure, Trev. Double prize winner. The second new movement is called a tarantella, and it starts with a timp solo. Yes, it does. And is defined as a leaping dance that is linked to the bite of a tarantula spider. Am I setting this up well for you? Listen for the elements of the march praise. Listen very carefully, because he's hidden it within the baritone section, so it's in there somewhere. Quiet part coming through. So this is Laudate Dominum from Eddie Gregson. It's a long piece. So for those of you that don't know this, it's quite a long piece, and it's made even longer by 2 extra sections. And for those of you who thought the band was loud in the first half, I'll try my best, but they can get a bit excited in this. This is Eddie Gregson's Laudate Dominum. Thank you so much. I hope you stayed with us through the piece. It's an absolute classic. It's a real nice excuse to be able to do it, so thank you. And thank you for inviting us again tonight. I don't know if you've noticed our guide dog down here. It's a guide dog in training called Buddy. Paddy. I knew it was a double D-Y at the end of it. But he belongs to one of our trombone players who are training him for guide dogs. So I think they're okay to say hi at the end, yeah? So if you want to come and say hi to a very cute Labrador, there's one just down here on the front. He's behaved himself incredibly well, as have our two young supporters down the front here, who are the two children of one of our bass players. Playing very, very well tonight, guys. So, you got a bigger round of applause than some of the band pieces did. So we thought we'd finish. If you want it, we've got an encore for you at the end. But we thought we'd finish with a really nice benediction. I'm going to stretch it out just for a minute, because if you're a brass player, you'll know what I've just done to the band. And I'm about to ask them now to play something that's very, very sonorous, very, very lovely. It's a arrangement of The Lord Bless You and Keep You, which is John Rutter's, obviously, and this has been arranged by Andrew Wainwright for brass band. We'll be doing a concert in 3 weeks in Stowmarket. If you want to come and hear us again, we're doing a very different concert in 3 weeks. I think it's last night at the Proms. There may be some music you hear tonight, but there won't be much. Most of it is going to be new stuff, and certainly lots of Land and Hope and Glory and Jerusalem and what have you. So if you fancy a good sing, are the tickets on sale? Yeah, tickets are on sale. Talk to Jamie. He knows all about it. It's his fault. And we'll see you in 3 weeks if you're coming down and sing us again. So after the benediction, if you want it, there is an encore. Send you with your feet tapping. But this is Andrew Wainwright's arrangement of John Rutter's The Lord Bless You and Keep You.
just before we hear the encore, Nigel, I just want to say a really sincere thank you to East of England Co-op Band and their leader Nigel, and to Yvette for the wonderful way that you've moved us tonight, inspired us, and just really blessed us tonight. And I really want to say thank you very much on your behalf to the band and to Yvette. Please show your appreciation. Just one thing, as Nigel intimated, we are celebrating 140 years of the Salvation Army's work in Ipswich at the moment, and this is one of a number of things that, concerts and other things that we're doing throughout the year. We also have something in 3 weeks' time as well, but you can look at the, you can ask some of us about that as well. We have a visit of Regent Hall Band here as well, which we're looking forward to as well. So I'm sorry to put that choice to you tonight, but there we are. But again, thank you, and just as the words say, that may the Lord bless you and keep you.